Imagine waking up one morning and your entire town is gone. No people, no cars, just silence. The streets are empty. Houses stand like shells, their windows like vacant eyes. Time has stopped. The only sound is the wind, a low whisper through open doorways and across deserted playgrounds. These places are real. Each has its reason: fire, sand, politics, disaster. Walk with me through 7 ghost towns, their stories carried on the wind, their clues left behind. In the rolling hills of Pennsylvania, Centralia thrived on the black gold beneath its feet. In 1962, a routine trash fire slipped into an anthracite vein, a match to an endless fuse. At first, no one noticed. Then sulfurous smoke rose from cracks. Basements grew warm. The ground turned treacherous. In 1981, the ground gave way beneath a boy, saved by a tree root at the edge of a steaming void. Federal funds relocated families. One by one, they left, surrendering the town to the fire below. Today, roads buckle and smoke rises from the earth, a blaze that may burn for centuries. Fact: Centralia, Pennsylvania. An underground coal fire has burned since 1962. In 1908, a railway worker spotted a glittering stone. A frenzy erupted. A town rose from the dunes. Kolmanskop became opulent. Stately houses, a hospital with an X-ray machine, a theater and bowling alley. When richer deposits were found farther south, the current shifted. People left. By 1956, it was deserted. The desert marched back in. Sand poured through doors, rose in hallways, and sculpted dunes inside salons. Kolmanskop stands as a haunting monument to boom and bust. Opulent frames for ever-shifting sands. Fact: Kolmanskop, Namibia. Abandoned in 1956 after richer diamond fields drew miners away. Now the wind keeps the only appointment, endlessly rearranging the rooms. Far above the Arctic Circle stood Pyramiden, a showcase Soviet mining utopia beneath a pyramid-shaped peak. Centrally heated apartments, a pool, theater, library, and gym, comforts shipped to the very edge of ice. They even imported soil to grow grass, a small summer of green against glaciers. After the USSR dissolved, the mine failed. In 1998, residents had hours to pack. The last ship slipped away, notebooks still open, beds made, belongings on shelves. The cold preserved a world in mid-breath. Fact: Pyramiden, Svalbard, a planned Soviet mining town, abandoned abruptly in 1998. Only gulls cry and glaciers crack, echoes of a dream that froze where it stood. Near Lake Anjikuni, a Canadian legend tells of an Inuit village that vanished without a trace. When trapper Joe LaBelle arrived in 1930, he found only silence. Meals unfinished, doors ajar, no people. Rifles stood in place, a needle mid-stitch. No tracks led away across the snow. Dogs starved at their ties. Storerooms were full. Why abandon everything on the cusp of winter? Historians and the RCMP have challenged details. Still, tales of strange lights keep the story alive. Fact: Anjikuni Village, Canada. A famous disappearance legend retold since the 1930s. A whisper on the northern wind. Where did they all go? Pripyat, founded in 1970 beside Chernobyl, was young and vibrant, a model city for nuclear workers. On April 26, 1986, Reactor 4 exploded. A radioactive plume rode the wind straight over the city. For a day, life went on. Children at play, couples wed, drenched in an unseen poison. 36 hours later, buses lined the streets. Bring documents and food for 3 days, they said. They never returned. The Ferris wheel never turned for a child. School books remain open to this day. Nature pushes through concrete, reclaiming a city sealed by radiation. Fact: Pripyat, Ukraine, evacuated in 36 hours after the Chernobyl disaster in April 1986. Off Nagasaki, Hashima rose like a warship. Dense concrete blocks on a bare rock, girded by walls. One of the densest places on Earth. Families lived vertically. Children learned above the roaring sea. A self-contained world, shops, a hospital, a cinema, all ruled by the rhythm of the mine and the waves. When oil replaced coal, Mitsubishi closed the mine. Within 3 months, the island emptied. Typhoons and salt gnawed the city. For decades, it crumbled, forbidden, a concrete ghost ship. Fact: Hashima Island, Japan. A coal mining city abandoned in 1974 when the mine closed. Now the sea keeps time, and the walls remember. High in California's Sierra Nevada, Bodie boomed with gold, a Wild West town of saloons and sin. Fortune seekers poured in overnight. By 1880, thousands filled its dusty streets. But ore dwindled. Fires swept through. Each blow sent another wave of families away. By the 1930s, Bodie emptied fast, a sudden hush after decades of slow fade. Today it's kept in arrested decay. Shelves of canned goods, school slates chalked, a bar still set. Fact: Bodie, California. 1870s, 1880s gold boomtown. Largely abandoned by the 1930s, preserved as a ghost town. The West didn't end. It fell quiet. And the silence tells the story. Fire and sand. Politics and poison. Ocean and time. 7 towns. 7 sudden silences. They are chronicles of ambition and warning, a reminder of how quickly a place can forget our footsteps. Listen closely. The wind is still telling the story,